Welcome to Graybo's Giblets. We are Gray Burnett, Ryan Fitz, and Duke Dotson. We own a sports card shop called Graybo Sports Cards and a sports bar called Parlay in Richmond, Virginia. We know you don't have 40 hours per week to pour over podcasts and spreadsheets, but you want to get in on the action, so we do the work for you. We bring you 30-minute giblets each week so you can feel good heading up to the window and into the weekend. We are the crossroads of sports lovers, fantasy heads, sports betting, and sports cards. We're out here dropping giblets for the people. And today we are back with another episode of Graybo's Giblets. I'm here with my man, Goo. What's up, Goo?
How we doing?
I'm doing all right. I mean, how about your week last week for the Sweet 16 Elite 8? You want to talk about that?
Man. Thanks for bringing that up.
Really, we just got the Sweet 16 bets because
we didn't know what the Elite 8
was going to be. We had our Final Four picks.
Brutal.
We'll get to your Final Four picks here in a second.
Brutal. I got my ass kicked. I'm just not going to lie. It was an awful Thursday and Friday of betting. I think I hit one game.
I think you did too, unfortunately.
Terrible.
Looking at it, so let's go through them real quick and kind of recap the week that was with the Sweet 16 Elite 8, and then obviously the Elite 8 and the shot heard around the world that will, go down in infamy for some people, but will go down as a classic that you'll see over and over every year.
Absolutely.
And like the intro to all the March Madness. I mean, it was incredible. First of all, to be down 19. I think the record was like 245-0 when a one seed is up by 15 or more at halftime.
They put the stat up, and as soon as they put that stat up, Duke started shredding, and I loved every second of it. Camp shred.
Did he talk to Camp about that?
No, that's one thing I will be is nice for at least a day. Let them lick their wounds, and then I pounce.
So have you talked to him since the game, though?
About other stuff, but not the game.
Oh, man.
I've been nice.
You're a nice guy. On the pod, Camp, sure.
I always have to come back and backdoor some
so we started with Texas Purdue. Me and you were both on Purdue minus 7.5. Great game, by the way. Awesome
good game. Very
awesome
good game.
Buzzer beater by TKR at the end there. It wasn't a buzzer beater, but very close.
Yeah.
We didn't cover that one, but I enjoyed it. I mean, Texas played very well. Got in some foul trouble late, and Purdue was able to get it done.
Their point guard rolled his ankle.
Braden Smith, yeah.
No.
Mac had like 30 points, yeah.
Tremont Mark, he rolled his ankle, and what a performance by him. I did want to call that out. He's the reason they were in the game. Purdue had a really good chance to cover, but Mark kept.
Yeah,
they were getting momentum.
Shot. As soon as Purdue would go up 4, he would come down here and swish a 3.
And then Mark
Jesus.
would bang one, or that little point guard with the big afro would make one. It was nuts. They were raining threes.
Yeah, good game. Purdue moved on. Iowa and Nebraska. We were both on Iowa. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the one we got. That
was my survivor pick.
1.5. Nebraska started off very hot, which I was fine with because, Iowa, Bennett Sturts, how good is that kid? I mean, plays every minute and never gets tired is insane. So Iowa with the great win there. And then you had Arizona. I told you this was our – was this our $25 game?
No.
No, the next one was, which I told you to. This one, you had Arkansas, I had Arizona, and just Arizona's too big, just so much better than Arkansas. Arkansas plays no defense. And
my boy Acuff did not show up either.
He did not.
Good job, buddy.
He did not. Arizona's just too big inside. One of the best teams in the country in 2-point percentage, and just pounded the rock inside. And Arkansas doesn't have the bigs to compete with them, and that game was over quickly. And then you had Illinois-Houston. Do you want to talk about Houston?
They couldn't make anything.
They were horrendous.
Brick City.
Horrendous.
I don't know what to say other than they weren't making anything. They were still playing their patented defense that held Illinois to the 60s, but
I think it was 65-55.
Yeah, Houston could not hit the broadside of a barn. 20% in the first half, you're not going to win doing that, and they don't have They have enough firepower, but the way they were shooting, they had no chance. So thanks a lot, Houston. Shred.
Yeah, Houston,
we have a problem.
Houston was my biggest surprise. Illinois, Illinois, the number one team in adjusted efficiency on offense, but their defense is pretty good. But I mean, Houston had open shots. They just, like you said,
wide open shots.
We're not hitting and
nothing.
And Illinois, what's
bang.
Illinois going to do? They don't let you get second chances. So
Correct.
You got to make shots. And we'll kind of talk about it with this UConn game coming up. With UConn shooting, how hot and cold it can be. So that was the $25 game.
Yes, it was.
And I had Illinois plus 3.5.
Congrats.
So I'm now up 50 on you there for the season. But maybe we'll change that for the Final Four here. St. John's at Duke, another classic. I think the Sweet 16 was awesome. Duke minus 6.5. Did not cover that. And I think I switched off of it because how convincing you were about Duke. And Duke
that's another game that was like Purdue, where they had chances. Just St. John's kept that one dude, that
Zuby,
that long, lanky guy, kept with the weird release, kept banging threes.
Zuby,
is that his name?
Yeah.
Or I thought you were just making a noise. Edgefor, yeah. I mean, they kept doing this. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Texas did the same thing St. John's did. Like, Duke and Purdue were by far the superior team. They just kept hanging around.
Hanging around. And that game ended. How did that game end? Why am I blanking on that? I know it's like 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Why am I blanking on that?
They won by 5.
Okay, so it's just kind of St. John's had to foul.
Correct.
Right. It wasn't nothing crazy.
No.
All right.
They fouled at the end after a big bucket, and they got to 5.
Michigan State, UConn, another classic. We should be calling it January, February Hurley now. Because, again, Hurley, another well-coached game by Hurley.
Mm-hmm.
Karabon, I think, had 2 points, 5 points. No, that was the game he went crazy. The Elite Eight is when he had only 5 points, and he's just such a leader for that team. And the thing about UConn, right, like, they'll play defense. They play hard. They're very well coached, even though I hate Hurley. Like, I think he's the biggest prick. He's a very, very good coach. His offensive sets.
It works.
His offensive sets are unbelievable. And then on defense, they just somehow find a way every year. Like, you see, like, how improved they get throughout the year. In March, their defense is where it needs to be.
Championship DNA that he's
because built. That team is probably the streakiest shooting team I've ever seen. You saw it in the Elite Eight. I think they were like 2 for
20
before those last threes.
3 or 4 in a row.
Finally hit one, and then the freshman hit the last one, and they won. Kind of in this game, back and forth. They went up early, like 10 pretty quickly, but Michigan up 20.
Yeah,
pretty quickly. Kind of the opposite of them being down 20
Correct.
to Duke. That's what
State
it was. Michigan
rallied.
State rallies, comes back. It looks like Michigan State is going to win.
They're going to win.
Yeah. Like, you give them another 5 minutes.
Even 2 minutes.
They could probably get it done, but UConn hangs on to get the W. You had Michigan State there. I had UConn. No big deal. Moving on to the next one, Tennessee, Iowa State. This was an absolute.
You didn't talk about Michigan.
I didn't.
You
I missed that
Michigan
one.
State.
Oh, Michigan, Bama. I mean, you know how I feel about Bama, dude. Get out of here. It's game over. Now, I will say, Alabama made everything.
I took Michigan.
Yeah.
I went
maybe
too.
You went too. Yeah, I have you too. Okay, so what I like about Michigan is they were composed. They didn't rush things because Bama was making everything in the first half.
They were.
Like, you were like, oh, my God.
I was like, here we go.
Here we go again. Alabama, just if they make threes, they can win it because of their three-point, they just chuck so many threes.
Michigan can too, but they're more efficient.
Yeah.
And
they're the best defensive team in the country.
And their bigs are not going to – their defense isn't going to allow that for a full game.
So Michigan finally takes care of it. It wasn't close in the end. moving on. Bama's finally out. Frauds. But you saw the did you follow Barstool with the Portnoy Bosco thing?
Oh, yeah, Bosco. You know, I used to do it with a podcast with some dude that he hates with the passion.
Who, Bosco hates?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he has to do a podcast for a year.
Oh, I thought you did a podcast.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Bosco has to do a podcast.
Correct. But it was worth it because if Bama won, he would have doubled his salary for 10 years. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean,
what a bet. And they got over like 400 views at one point at like live, not like total.
Yeah. Dang.
Insane. Tennessee at Iowa State. Told you about this one. This was my lock. That spread was way too much with Jefferson being hurt and out. And it showed, right? Like, we talked about how Tennessee, number one offensive rebounding team in the country, and Iowa State just couldn't handle that. And then Tennessee got their doors blown off by Michigan. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was – could have told you that was coming. But a shame for Iowa State.
Yeah, they really needed Jefferson. I feel bad for Jefferson.
That was my survivor shot, and I missed. But
yeah, you were in the driver's seat after Iowa.
Yeah,
and you needed that. And
if I had that, I would have had all number one seeds.
Oh my
in
God!
Illinois.
So you would have been the
and UConn.
You would have been the driver's seat for sure.
Yeah, and I probably would have picked on the other side.
So you probably should.
I wouldn't have taken the Duke UConn game. So
yeah, so you
probably taken Illinois.
Yeah.
So I would probably have to take UConn. I don't know.
You had your path
I had my path.
You had your path laid out. Now
Iowa State screwed me.
Out of the 65 people in our pool, only 3 are left.
Wow.
And I think one has to take Arizona, one has to take Michigan, so they're fighting each other, and then the other guy can go UConn or Arizona are the 2 he has left. So it's kind of, where's this guy that has UConn, Arizona? What's he gonna do
to win? You got to pick UConn, but
right.
To chop, you pick Arizona.
But if Arizona loses, the Michigan guy wins.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. There's a lot kind of going on there.
What are they going to do?
We'll find out.
But screw you, Iowa State.
I feel sorry for them, but screw you guys.
You let me down. You let me down.
Talk about another hot or cold team. This streaky shooting. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they couldn't. They were the same as Houston.
Just unbelievable.
Both teams that I were high on and bet on just came out and built a brick house, dude.
So looking at the record, how many games? So that was 4, 5, 8 games, right? So
yeah.
I went 6-2.
And I went 2-6.
And you went 2-6.
Awesome.
So taking the lead overall on you there, 24-20 record, 15-21 for you. That was kind of a bad beat.
That's 6.
But Final Four, let's get into it. It's a new week. I'm excited. I think we have 4 really good teams. You talk about, I want Cinderella this, Cinderella that. I mean, remember that Final Four? We got Florida Atlantic, San Diego State. No one wants to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool they got there, but I'm glad we got Michigan, Arizona is a title fight. Illinois, UConn is also going to be a fight. So I'm excited for this one. The first game is Illinois, UConn. UConn is looking like 2.5-point dogs. Let's kind of break them down. We can go into more detail here with the teams. So UConn, 5 starters. We're looking at Silas Demery, the Georgia transfer. Solo Ball is the X factor here.
He was huge in the comeback.
He's the X factor, I think, in my opinion, because he has been so cold shooting the ball. If he can shoot well, I think UConn wins this game. Braylon Mullins starting to get his confidence back. I mean, you make a game winner as a freshman.
How does that not lift your confidence?
Game winner
winning the
from the logo. We'll get your confidence back. Karabon has now been here 3 years out of his 4 years. He's been to the Final Four.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy. And then Terrace Reed, who has been unbelievable in this tournament.
Dominant.
Got to stay out of foul trouble. Goes into foul trouble, they're in trouble. Then they can also bring Malachi Smith. They got a deep bench. Malachi Smith, Jaden Ross. Who's the other big? Eric Aribi is the 7-footer that can give Terrace Reed some minutes. And then they also have he played a lot early in the season, and it has been hurt, and he only played like 3 minutes against Duke. I don't know if
Ross.
No, Jaden Ross is getting some good minutes. So there's another guy. Why am I blanking on this guy?
You know me with names.
Stewart. Oh, okay. Jalen Stewart, who actually started for them in the beginning of the year, got hurt and is kind of, I think, easing his way back into it or fell out of the rotation. I don't know, but, I mean, early in the year he was playing a lot. So,
yeah,
pretty deep bench for UConn. And you look at it here, 28th in the country in adjusted efficiency offensively. And you look at the other three teams, they're in trouble there. And that's just because they've been so streaky as shooters all year.
Yeah.
But when they're on, oh, my gosh.
Tough.
But they also can go 2 for 20, as you saw against Duke, and not be even close.
But they found a way to stay in that game. They
find a way. They're 9th in the country on defense. They don't turn the ball over on offense, but they won't turn you over on defense. They are 26 in 2-point percentage, but 144th in 3-point percentage. And that's kind of where it is. That's where this game is going to be.
Yep.
If they make their threes, they easily can win it. If they don't, Illinois, I think, is going to bounce them. Because Illinois, we talked about UConn being 28th in the country offensively. Illinois is number 1 in adjusted efficiency. That just means they're more efficient when they have the possession and they play a little bit slower. And so they have less possessions, and they score, and they score at will. Free throw percentage. This is also UConn is 210th in free throw percentage. So close game.
Yeah.
Got to foul them. They're going to have to make their free throws, which
they will.
A little nervous about there. But people forget that they beat Illinois 74-61 in November. Now, this was with Keaton Wagler playing only like 14 minutes.
Okay.
But on the other side, Mullins for UConn only played like 8. So Terrace Reed was in foul trouble. You had Illinois guys in foul trouble. So it was kind of like a throwaway game, to be honest. And that was back in November. Where teams don't know their identity yet.
Exactly.
So with Illinois, we're looking at it. Number 1 on offense. They're 20th on defense in the country. They are 10th. In turnover percentage on offense. That means they're a top 10 team and not turning it over, which you wouldn't have thought in the Elite 8 game where they were turning it over a lot.
Houston was turning them over. They just couldn't make any damn
The good thing.
Oh, Iowa too.
Yeah, the good thing though is UConn doesn't have to worry about their turnovers because Illinois is 365th at turning teams over. I think that's last in the country.
Gotta be.
I mean, so, but they're also top 20 in free throw percentage. So big difference with the free throws. If it comes down the stretch of the tie game, lean Illinois a little bit. Just making their free throws. Thoughts on this game? 2.5. I've seen it go to 1.5. So UConn's getting some money there, but we're at 2.5 for our picks. Who do you like here?
Great stats that can make you lean either way.
It really is.
It's a pretty even matchup, in my opinion. But I'm going with the experience.
Ooh, that's strong.
Oh, hell yeah. The experience, the deeper bench, and just really a team of winning DNA and team of destiny after making that Hail Mary 3. So I'm riding with UConn plus the points. And Hurley's been there. He's a master, even though he's a psychopath with in-game coaching. His sets are perfect almost, and
his sets are unbelievable.
He knows where to push the other team's buttons, and I think he's going to do that again with Illinois. Give me UConn.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I'm going to take the points, 2.5 on a guy that just wins in March. I think his record is also 20-1 against the spread. Obviously,
it's unbelievable.
Crazy.
Yeah,
2 national championships in 4 years. And people forget, he was maybe 1 minute away from beating Florida last year as a 9 seed.
Oh, yeah.
And Florida won the national championship.
Game.
So I got to lean Hurley here in this situation. But you look at Illinois, I forgot to go through their lineup. I mean, Keaton Wagler has been unbelievable.
Not as deep.
Mirkovic. Thank you. Where's he from? Balkan Peninsula. Let's call him the Balkan Peninsula.
No.
Serbia or Croatia?
Croatia, I think.
Croatia, okay. He is very good on the boards, so Connecticut's going to have to keep him off. Kylan Boswell is their primary defensive player, so he'll be guarding a lot of solo ball.
Sorry to our international viewers if that's wrong.
And then you got I don't even want to butcher this one. You got the brothers Thomas Ivisic and the other one. The other
Zamir.
They just call him Z.
Z.
Yeah. And so Thomas is more of the shooter, great offensive player, really good post game, and then Z is the better defender, rim protector, rebounder. So they
makes me think of Zildrunas Ilgauskas.
Dude, it does. Yeah. Just call him Big Z. Big Z, and then Humrikis comes on and gives them good minutes, and Jake Davis starts. Who is just a really good shooter. So their bench, maybe not. And forgot Andrei Sarkovic, Peja's son. He doesn't shoot like his dad, but he gets to the rim.
He's
one of the
fearless,
best finishers,
man.
One of the best finishers in the country.
He's fearless. He's part of the reason they got past Iowa, in my opinion. Wagler and Stojakovic was the difference. The big guys didn't really make that big of an impact, which. That's Wagler and Stojakovic carried him.
Yeah.
UConn's way better on defense and more disciplined. I think that's another difference. Is that they're going to put somebody bigger on Wagler and they're going to keep him somewhat in check.
Wagler's just so beyond his years.
He doesn't need much space.
He doesn't get flustered at all.
No, he doesn't.
Like he'll miss a couple shots. He doesn't get down on himself. He just keeps shooting. Hit some big shots in the Elite Eight. I like that kid a lot.
You're 100% spot on. The kid's nasty.
And then, Stojakovic, not like his dad, can get to the bucket. Some of the finishing moves to get to the bucket were unreal.
Yeah.
But he comes off the bench now. He's their sixth man. He was a starter, but then it started he got sick, and so he didn't start some games, and they just kept him as a sixth man. It's kind of worked. It's kept him fresh, kept him out of foul trouble. So I like that new strategy that Illinois is putting on. Should be a really good game.
Did you take him or Terrence Hill, sixth man?
Oh, speaking of Terrence Hill, I'd probably take Terrence Hill because I'm a VCU guy. But speaking of Terrence Hill,
thank you for saying that. I was just testing you.
Going out west.
He's leaving.
He's going to US. He's either going to USC, Oregon, or Arizona.
I hate that.
Big teams hounding him.
Damn it. Why'd you have to go make that shot?
That's the rumor.
I looked that up.
Because he's from out west. So
Martelli, reel him in.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
We need to run it back. Everybody else is coming back.
Yeah. I don't know how you keep
Djokovic,
him.
Nick Lewis, Bell, let's go.
Nick Lewis was huge.
Yeah.
Keep a top 40 guy.
Keep it going.
Anyways. Bell was just on the other day saying season ticket holders come back.
Yeah, love
Already started it up.
Hey, love it.
So we're both on UConn. I like that. I like UConn money line. So why does my mom keep calling me?
Blowing
I'm in
you
the
up.
middle of a podcast.
Do we need to pause?
Probably. Hey, we're gonna pause here. We're back.
Everything's okay.
We had to interrupt that. My mom kept calling me. I thought it was really important. She just said I needed to call my grandma about dinner. I'm like, why are you calling me three times? I thought it was an emergency. Jeez,
when
Louise.
you get called by your mom three times, you definitely got to answer.
I was like, this can't be good. All right, well, anyways,
that's funny.
I will call my grandma about dinner tomorrow.
Perfect.
Just remind me.
Yeah, I got you.
All right. So we're both on UConn. I like that. I like it with the points. I mean, I wouldn't mind money lining it either. Getting some plus money.
That's what I'll probably do.
Yeah. And then what has been working for me is live betting these games.
Yeah.
You're like a lot of times early on, these teams go up 10. You can get the other team like plus whatever for good juice. So
yeah, I tried that and
it didn't work for you.
No.
Shredded even more.
Real bad.
All right, let's get to the next one. This one just feels like the title game.
It does.
But it's not because you got two other good teams on the other side. But Michigan, Arizona. I mean, good God. Two juggernauts that have been juggernauts all year that are just built with transfers. Well, Michigan especially. I mean, at least Arizona has some freshmen that they recruited, but two just up-and-coming coaches that, May and Lloyd, that are at the top of North Carolina's search list right now, that have not been crossed off yet, and they're in the Final Four, and neither of them have denied they're going there yet. So interesting going into this. Could be a distraction. Who knows? Michigan is actually the ones that are favorites, 1.5-point favorites. Looking at some stats here, let's go start with Arizona. Both teams are deep. Michigan would have been deeper if Kason was healthy, obviously. For Zona, you got, obviously, the freshman Koa Pete, Braden Berries are the two unbelievable freshmen. Jaden Bradley, who was the Big 12 Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. God, I just Krivas, and then Ivan K. I'm not even going to pronounce. That's
no.
What is that? Tough. Ukrainian?
That or Russian. One of those.
But he's very good. He's their best defender, on-ball defender. They'll use him, and they'll use Jaden Bradley to guard a lot of these elite guards. They might stick him on Lindenberg, but Lindenberg's so tall and lengthy.
And athletic.
Koa Pete might have to guard him.
Yep.
And then they bring Del Orso off the bench, a good three-point shooter. One of my favorites, Toby Awaka, who's been unbelievable big men.
Waka.
Are their bench guys. And then for Michigan, you're looking here, I just see Arizona did play Connecticut and beat them by 4 earlier in the year. Something to think about later.
There you go.
But Michigan, Lindenberg, obviously one of the national first-team All-Americans. UAB transfer, Elliot Cadeau, the UNC transfer, Morez Johnson. They're all transfers. The Illinois transfer, Mara.
Lindenberg was a transfer?
Yeah, UAB.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I thought he was like...
No, I knew this kid was so good on UAB. I was like, why is he wasting his talent on this squad?
Damn.
But he was like a triple-double machine at UAB. Mara is a transfer from UCLA. And then Burnett, who was on Michigan last year, but I believe he came from Texas Tech, but I could be wrong on that, are the starters. And then they bring in off the bench. Like I said, they would have LJ Kason, which would have been huge, out for the season. Trey McKinney is one of the best freshman guards I've seen. That kid is going to be so – remember that name next year. That kid is going to be so good. Good shooter, can get to the basket. Roddy Gale, senior, can shoot. And then they bring Will Cheddar a little bit off the bench. So both pretty deep benches, but they'll play their starters for a lot of minutes. What do you got here, man? This is a tricky game. I'm going to let you go, then I'm going to say my piece. But this is a tough one.
It is.
This is a battle.
This is
Two Goliaths.
I'm
super excited for this one.
Yeah. It's a later game too, right?
Yes.
I'm riding with Michigan.
Woo!
I think they're playing. I mean, both are playing well, but Michigan has just been absolutely dominant this whole tournament. I think
kind of reminds you of that Villanova run where they just beat everybody.
Yeah,
like
they're just
15,
and they're shooting really well. Lindenberg, I think, in my opinion, would be the best player on the floor in the game. He's been dominant as well. I think it's a very high-scoring game, but I think the bigs of Michigan do enough, and they're more experienced than than Arizona, that Michigan wins a close game by 2 or 3.
Okay. And I agree with – if Michigan can make threes, I don't think anyone in the country can beat them, just because the way they play defense.
Mm-hmm.
And but there's something about Arizona that these guys – I don't know what it is. I think Michigan is a little too cocky. I think Lindenberg's a little cocky, and Johnson can be a little cocky and full of themselves. And that's just from what I've been seeing. I mean, I'm sure they're nice dudes, but I just like Arizona as a whole. And now I know Arizona doesn't shoot a lot of threes, which could be a problem with Michigan's defense. inside. Correct. But Arizona also big, also lengthy. I think could battle inside. And I just want to take the points here, 1.5, to get on the side. I'm also kind of flaking out a little bit here because I do have a Michigan 20-1 ticket preseason.
Man, so playing both sides.
So it's kind of a hedge as well. So is this our $25 bet?
Yeah.
Arizona 1.5.
I got a ride with my sister-in-law that went to Michigan. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gotta support, but I do think they're the better team by a small margin.
1.5.
By 1.5. Won by 2.
I forgot. Let's look at their stats. So Michigan, unreal, like 5th on offense in the country, 1st in defense. It's pretty damn good. Yeah. Top 5 in both. They're not going to turn the ball over. They won't turn you over either.
Which I think their defense is still underrated.
Yes. They're 30th in the country in 3-point field goal percentage and 2nd in 2-point percentage. And then, but free throws, 121st. So comes again. That comes
the big men that can't shoot effect.
That comes into play a little bit.
Falcado and Lindenborg.
Yeah, looking at Arizona. But then you look at Arizona. 4th offense in the country, 2 on defense. I mean, this game is going to be insane.
It's 2 Goliaths for sure.
Insane. They don't turn you over either. So, and then they're 37th in 3-point percentage, which is interesting because they don't shoot a lot of threes. But when they do, I guess they make them.
They're open and make them, I guess.
Yeah, and then 53rd in 2-point percentage. But I just can't wait to watch this game.
Yeah.
153rd in free throws. So they're not good either.
They're not as good. I mean, it could get interesting at the end when they're.
This is so neck and neck. It's crazy.
This is about as
if
fair
if Michigan can make threes, they're going to win the game. They're going to win the game. Ken Palm has Arizona losing by 1. So right on track with that 1.5. And I'm on Arizona. You're on Michigan. Should be a coin flip. Should be a battle. For my lock, I am going to take Zona at 1.5 because I'm a big baby. And if Michigan wins, I'll still be happy. But give me Zona 1.5 in our team parlay. So that means you can't go Michigan. There's only one other choice.
UConn, I guess.
Are we going to go money line or 2.5?
Money line.
All right, so that's going to be our parlay. But you're not on Zona. I don't want to do that to you.
Do we look at an over-under?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Okay. Pull it up.
All right, so looking at Arizona, it's probably going to be played in the 70s. Ken Palm has it projected like 79, 78.
Arizona, Michigan?
Yeah. So we like UConn money line.
Yep.
Over 157.5.
Ooh, that's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. So what's
UConn, Illinois?
I mean, that's right. The score's right on. The projections are right on.
Yeah. What's the other over-under?
On UConn?
Yeah.
So don't do this game at all?
No, I'm just want to know both sides.
139.5. Streakier shooters.
Yeah, I like the under in that first game better. Or honestly, I like the under in both.
I do. I would lean UConn money line and get them plus 110, and then I would do under 157.5.
All right, I'm good with that.
All right, let's get it.
My lock's UConn.
Yes, it is. UConn.
Rolling. All
right, locks UConn. All right, looking at the Final Four that we had you had a better preseason Final Four than when you saw the brackets come out. You went 0-4 Final Four. You had Houston, Duke, Wisconsin, Iowa State when the brackets came out. In your preseason, you had Gonzaga, Florida, Houston, and UConn. UConn made it for you.
Yeah, hell yeah. I knew UConn was a
man.
Yeah, let's go.
For my preseason, I had Illinois and Arizona, but Purdue and Houston. And then I was one win away from Duke for having a 4 out of 4.
Good for you.
I had Illinois, Arizona, Michigan. I said it was chalky, but I just knew. But Duke obviously didn't land. All right, so portfolio-wise, We were so close to everything, and then nothing landed. Like Iowa State Final Four, no. Yeah. Michigan State Final Four, 10-1, no. Vandy, 25-1. Tennessee, 15-1 Final Four, went away, got crushed. St. John's Final Four, 16-1. They were right there.
Yeah, they're right there.
The only one we hit, we had Purdue Natty 45-1, which if they beat Arizona, I felt like that could have happened. Yeah. But we
had a hell of a first half.
I
was like, uh-oh.
The only thing out of portfolio we hit was UConn Final Four. We did get some money back for that. All right, so
a little.
To end it for our Final Four segment, give me your championship pick. So, who wins over who, and then your most outstanding player.
All right, Michigan over UConn. Yaxel is the most outstanding player.
I would have said exactly that based on what you said in this pod. I'm going to go Arizona over UConn. Koa Pete is my most outstanding player. I wish Virginia had player props like that.
I know.
That'd be cool to bet on. Like Lindenberg
North Carolina does.
To go over, like I think we would clean up college over points
and stuff.
Over under stuff like that. Just like on the stats you have.
For sure.
Graham just being loud as shit back there. So that is going to do it for the Final Four. That means we can move into our golf this week, which is the Valero Open. And
I did research on the Masters. I haven't done anything.
Yeah, well, we're going to do a whole Masters pod. All right, we don't have to do that. Just give me for Valero. Just give me, because we'll get it. We'll have our Masters pod here in a second come out because.
Hold up, I'll get it.
You don't have.
No, I'm gonna pick.
All you need is a one and done pick. Yeah. Honestly. Last week, both our guys missed the cut. I had Pendrith and you had Koepka. I think both of them were like almost in last place.
Yeah, but Koepka started like 2 under front 9, and then just
like 5 over.
Shredded. Brutal.
For my one and done pick this week, I'm going Ludwig Aber. Right. I have not used him, Matt. I'm going to go Ludwig.
He's the favorite.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
You hate to see it. He's the favorite over Fleetwood? Not on DraftKings, he isn't. Fleetwood's the favorite.
Okay.
So you've used Adam Scott, Fitzmagic, Hogard, Hog, Cam Young, Henley. You've used Cantlay, Power, Bobby Mack, Finau, Bridgman, and Koepka.
Siwoo Kim.
C. Woo. Kim. That's not a bad pick. He's playing well.
Yeah, he's always
Kim.
up there. He'll give me some points.
All right, we didn't hit any of our. You were on a roll too. Didn't hit any of the Four Horsemen bets.
Started off nice.
I had Thor Borson, who was up there, and Knapp, who was up there. Then Knapp had a horrible Saturday, but then he had an unbelievable Sunday. Yeah. He went bonkers.
Came out of nowhere.
Yeager was up there for a little bit for you, and Kitayama.
Yep.
I was like,
started off real well.
I was like, damn, dude, you're on fire, because I texted you on Thursday.
And they shred.
And then Shred City. For me this week, I'm going to go Mav McNeely. Nothing I feel crazy about, so I'm just going to take some guys in the 20s here. Mav McNeely, 25-1. Straka, 26-1, who's been in great form. Thorborson, who just cannot find a Sunday to save his life. If he can find a Sunday, he'd be up there.
Sure.
Who's 26-1. And then this guy, Yelamaraju, who's, what's up, buddy? Who's been, he has 3 top 10s in 4 weeks. Okay. He's 58-1. I don't know anything about him. I just know he's been playing so well.
I see him up there at the end on Sunday.
Who is this guy? Yeah.
Creeps in.
58-1. So he's going to be my top 20 bet at plus 198.
All
so
right.
Do you have 4 guys you want to throw out, or do you just want to give me a top 20 bet?
Johnny Kiefer. Dude.
Johnny Kiefer.
Dude played real well.
He got solo second, third?
Yeah, he's played real well the last couple weeks. I'm riding with that guy. Give me Brian Harmon.
Who won last year?
And then I'll do Keith Mitchell.
Killer Keith. Cashmere Keith.
Cashmere Keith. And Siwoo.
Okay. Those are your 4 horsemen.
And my top 20.
And then top 20.
Cashmere Keith.
What is it? What is his odds? Do you know?
1 second.
Killer Keith. Killer.
Top 20. Keith Mitchell's plus 130.
Plus 130. Okay, we got to, because I got Yalamarju.
Yalamarju.
And he is, God darn it. And he's plus 198. You got to love it. And then as our team pick, who do we like? You like Thorborson?
No.
No. Straka?
I love Straka, dude. I can always root for that guy.
Yeah, I'm a Straka guy. He's been on fire,
dude
too.
Gives the ball a tremendous pounding.
He's been on fire, too.
Dude's nice.
All right. We're not going to do a matchup lotto and cut. We can do a cut lotto. Well, I'm not going to do a matchup lotto.
Because we've been so off.
Well, no, because I want to save it for the Masters on the next pod.
Let's do a cut.
Let's do a cut lotto because I do have a wheel for that.
Yeah.
I do have a wheel for that. All right, so.
You put together the wheel?
I put together the wheel just now, just before you got here. Look at this beautiful thing. 131 players. We're going to shuffle it.
All right.
5 times. You're writing it down for us.
Oh, the cool part is we had Woodland to make the cut. He ended up winning the whole damn thing. Hell yeah.
Looking at that, let me see that real quick.
I just
Looking at
deleted
that,
Chatfield.
Hoffman didn't make it, but McGreevy made it. King made it. Okay.
Peterson did not.
You.
Who knows? The other.
I don't remember.
I was following Chatfield a lot.
Are you ready?
Here
we go.
I'm just going to delete these.
First spin.
Dun, 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 dun. Don't be somebody ridiculous.
Who's this guy? Oh, he's been terrible. Here you go. He's been terrible. Here you go. Make the cut this week. That's our first one. Shreddy. I mean, it's not a great week because it's the week before the Masters. You're not getting your best crew out here. I take Bo Hostler here.
Hogler.
Yeah, he can make the cut.
Bo
Hostler.
Hogler.
All right. Hogler. All right, here we go. Spinning it for a third time. Streelman.
Okay.
Shout out to my bachelor party. I'm not going to repeat it on here, but what Jeff Beck said about Streelman was pretty funny. All right, here we go. Next one. So, Streelman, he's a name I heard of at least.
Yeah, at least I've heard of him.
Oh, no, not Toasty.
Oh, God.
Alejandro. His course was last week, and he missed the cut.
He sucks.
Yeah, he's not good. Hey, we just didn't even make the cut. This is why it's so fun. We had a kind of a sweat last week.
We did have a little bit of a sweat.
Sam Ryder. Ryder die. There we go. We're riders.
Okay,
Sam Ryder.
I can get behind this guy's name.
Sam Ryder. Who's going to be Who's going to be riders with us?
Hopefully somebody.
Hopefully someone.
You're going to regret it when we win.
And we win, and everyone's like.
You're right, though. This has a way better chance for us to win.
Yeah, it does. The names of. Ooh! One of the big rookies, Sargent from Vanderbilt. He's an amateur, so we're in trouble there. But he's one of the amateurs you want.
Okay. Drill Sergeant. Let's go.
Drill Sergeant. The Vandy.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
The Vandy sensation. How many more we got? Is that 6? So we got 4 more, including this one. No.
Smalley.
Alex Smalley.
That dude sucks.
Guess what he's done at this tournament in the last 4 years?
Shred.
Cut.
How do you know that?
I just remember looking it up.
That's really random knowledge on Alex Smalley.
Because I said, man, I hope we don't get him on the wheel.
Oh, when you were putting it in.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
And we got him. That's unreal.
That's
Smalley, we got to turn it around this week. Oh, my gosh. Adrian Dumont to Chazart.
Sweet.
Coming fresh off the European tour.
Like, look how to spell this.
Just put Chazart or
Chaz.
just put Chart.
Just put Chaz.
Chaz Daddy. Good God. Can we get one player that will help us here? And that's not going to help, I don't think.
Who's this guy?
Who do we get? JJ Spawn,
Spawn,
who
right.
hasn't been playing well, though, but is a name.
He'll make the cut.
Is a name. Is that
One
10?
more.
One more. All right. One more. He actually had a good week last week. Bronson Burgoon.
What a game.
Top 10 last week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Burgoon.
Probably used it up last week, this week.
Yeah.
All right, read them out, Gil.
Higo, Hogler, Streelman, Toasty, Ryder, Sargent, Smalley, Chaz, Spawn, and Burgoon.
All right, there it is.
Sounds like a lot of shredders, but
the cut lotto is full in effect. Can't wait for our Masters.
damn, that was a hell of a
that was a hell of a dab by Kevin Van Fossen.
Damn.
Can't wait for our Masters preview coming up. Hope you enjoyed the Final Four and the Valero. Hope you guys can send some ticket winners to us here on TikTok. Or
I haven't won anything.
You have though, because Batia and Cam Young.
That's
you
true.
went like back to back. You didn't bet it though, did you?
No.
You got to bet these things. It's so fun.
I believe me.
Because you'd be winning. These guys are hitting at like 60-1.
I know. Okay. Mad at myself.
Hey, but you're giving good information. Someone
At least I'm benefiting somebody out there.
Someone throw it back to us.
Yes.
Show us
I
the winning ticket.
I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't won anything. All right, that's gonna do it. Enjoy the Final Four.
Recency bias.
Get me a Michigan ticket. Or in Illinois. I got Illinois 30-1.
That's right.
So give me one of those.
You have 50% chance of winning some money.
So I'll be hedging a little bit with UConn and Arizona, who I think both are going to win. So,
there you go.
All right. Peace. We out.
Cheers.